Today agenda all about why AI security leadership matters. Now, understanding the AI risk landscape, the security leader's role. This slide definitely actually give clear view, okay, what you are doing, where you can enhance your skill set, and what resource you can follow, and definitely essential skill for next generation AI security leaders, right? So I'm trying to segregate in three parts. If you are looking for leadership role, what resource or certification you have to follow. If you are a part of, you can say, evaluation team, that means your audit and monitoring team, what certification actually suit for you. And definitely if you're looking for technical task, which certification actually perfect for you. Another, definitely, what if you are looking for privacy role, definitely what certification actually help you related to AI. Okay, so first, why AI security leadership matters. You know that nowadays everybody using AI. The attackers also using AI solution to target organization, and you are and your organization also using AI powered solution to defend. So you can think you are a leading SOC team, you are a CISO, you are a head of, you can say, cybersecurity. If you are a head of vulnerability management team, if you are a head of governance team, you are a head of risk assessor team, or maybe you are a security manager, a particular function. If you don't know what is AI, definitely it's a difficult for you to protect. It's very difficult for you to use those tools and technique and technology. You can just refer. Many of you already heard MITRE framework. Now MITRE already released MITRE Atlas framework mainly for AI. And if you will just search it, more than 170 or 173, I think, yeah, 70 or 73 techniques are there. That means more than 170 techniques attacker can use to target your AI powered solution. And if you don't know, I'm not saying technical level, but if you don't know high level, how they can target, what risks are there, right? What type of, you can say, capabilities they are using to target our our infrastructure, it's quite challenging for you to defend it in AI space because it's completely dynamic environment. It's a not static environment like IT infrastructure, or you can say traditional IT infrastructure. It's a completely dynamic environment. Next slide I will trying to explain. Here definitely knowledge is the most important. Now you can say, yeah, I have a knowledge because I am actually reading all these things, all AI. But what we are actually talking, what we are discussing is a high level. First you have to build your foundation. Okay, what is AI, what is a model, right? Types of AI, how actually AI works, what is the AI, you can say, DFD, diagram, that means data flow diagram, right? What activity you have and you have to perform before data pre-processing, and what activity you have to perform after, you can say, processing. That means complete AI pipeline. So high level as a leader, if you don't know, definitely it's difficult for you to communicate to business, difficult for you to engage board. Board will actually set a goals and objective, and they are actually looking for, they are going to automate each and everything through AI. But if you don't know how we are going to actually support and how we are going to convince, okay, we cannot automate each and everything, it's actually a risk, right? So AI is the most important. Now we are using third party models. We are using our own models. We are going to build our own models. Maybe we are rely on third party models and we are going to feed our data. So there are various type of manipulation. There are various, we can say, type of manipulation and attack on model itself, like inversion attack. If you don't know what is this, and how attacker can target, what countermeasure we have to use, how we are going to implement. It's very challenging for us as a leader. So as a leadership, as a manager, we have to know. Then we have a supply chain attack. In AI system is not, you can say, third party supply chain you have to look into. You have to look in party supply chain. Now you can say what is in party? Because you can think like this. You can take example like OpenAI, Chat GPT we are using, right? Now Chat GPT, that means OpenAI, your organization and you can say my organization already adapted, integrated all day-to-day tasks. Now all functions are using ChatGPT to perform their day-to-day tasks, day-to-day operational tasks. We have already done contracts, but ChatGPT hosted on cloud, in which you can say Azure or AWS. Now, AWS and Azure rely on another vendor, another, you can say, the party for hardware, software, data center, physical security, HVAC system, right? So here we are not talking about third party. We are talking about first, second, third, fourth, fifth, n party. So we have to know what is the risk when you are going to adopt, or when you are going to actually, build our own model and providing services to others. Here, both thing you have to understand. Sometimes we can become, same consumer also, and sometimes we can become provider also. So what is the risk we have to look into? Definitely autonomous failure. It's a dynamic environment. Maybe you can say today, 8 p.m. ist, your models your models are providing correct data, but after, you can say, 8:05 or 8:10, start providing wrong data, wrong output, start behaving, you can say, in different way, which directly impact your business. If you don't know if such failure happen, how we are going to protect, how we are going to roll back, or we need kill switch, immediately we can stop. If you are going to use kill switch, definitely it will disrupt our business. So we have to know in what condition and what type of failure, how we are going to react, how we are going to build complete playbook about AI incident, how we are going to ensure AI resiliency. So everything that means your BCV part we have to look into. Then definitely bridging, understanding the gap. Nowadays, you know that everybody using AI. Our leaders are using AI. I'm not taking name here, but everybody aware about this. The one, you can say, CEO, the best security company or can say security institution, uploaded sensitive information on ChatGPT and data leak happened. So if we don't know, and if we are not able to provide, you can say, the awareness session to our workforce, how we can use AI and where we can use AI solution. And if you are not following, you can say the best example like AI AOP policy. We have AOP policy, but AI AOP policy is the most important thing. Or you can say the first step when you are going to adapt any AI solution. You have to create and you have to, distribute among all your workforce so that they can understand, okay, do's and don'ts about AI solution. So everybody using, right? But how we are going to do? Definitely your emergency shadow AI, and this is the most challenging part in your organization, my organization, and everywhere. Maybe officially you have onboarded one AI solution. Currently, if you will just search it, more than 7 to 8,000 AI powered solutions are there in market, and everybody using. You are not aware. Your workforce already using. Maybe you can say you have implemented all guardrails and control. No one able to use shadow AI. But you can imagine, I'm employee of your organization. I'm taking picture, uploading on, you can say, unapproved AI solution and trying to retrieve some data. 80 to 90% happening in our organization. So how we are going to actually react on this? What best practices you have to follow? How we are going to find who is using shadow AI? And if we are able to find how we are going to react, we are going to penalize or we are going to fire. No, right? So all these things, best practices, we have to know as a leader. Definitely financial stakes. We are a feeding data, huge amount of data. If any data leak happen, any data breach happen, it's a regulatory issue. And if regulatory issue, you have to pay penalty, right? Directly reputational damage, directly financial damage. So if we don't know all consequences, all regulatory frameworks, which actually help, definitely it's actually challenge. So what we need AI security for leaders, right? Definitely regulatory compliance mandates. Every countries have their own compliance. How we are going to handle, how we are going to ensure if we are operating in particular country, we are able to meet their requirements. Recently, RBI already released their guidelines, AI using guidelines, right? And it's not fixed guideline. Maybe tomorrow, may some changes happen. So how we are going to handle, right? It's also part of our AI security leadership program. Then we have a cybersecurity talent gap. And this is the most important. Everybody talking about, I know AI solution, but honestly, no one actually claim, because currently we are using just 30 to 40%, just we are using 30 to 40% AI capacity, or you can say AI capabilities. We are in AGI mode, artificial general intelligence we are using. Now you can imagine within 3 to 4 years, and I believe after 2030, maybe we are able to reach ASI, that means super intelligence. What happen? And if we will not actually grab, if we will not upscale, definitely it's a risk for us. It's actually a risk for us. Just using Chat GPT, Gemini, Claude, with, it will not help us. Tool you can learn within 15 days, 1 month. But behind, you can say tool, you can say how architecture actually work, how attacker can target, right? As you know that now quantum also actually coming. Quantum and plus AI completely different, you can say, space and experience we are going to get. So we have to look into, we have to focus on this, and we have to build our enhance our skill, and definitely build customer trust. Not customer trust, build a leadership trust as well. Now if you have a knowledge, definitely leaders in your organization, your manager also look into you and say, oh, KK is know about AI security. Maybe we are going to adapt. We will get his guideline, and he is capable to safeguard our environment. So leaders, secure AI security is the most important, and definitely we have to immediately upskill. Right now, how we are going to upskill? Definitely, we have to choose right path. So the future belongs to organization that does not just adopt AI, but we have to look into how we are going to secure, how we are going to govern, and how we are going to lead responsibly. You know, everybody talking about AI security, talking about AI ML, but how we are going to use responsibly is the most important. We have a AI principle as well, and it's easy for you to read, but it's very difficult for you to implement. And this is a art how you are going to do. So if you know insight, if you know the consequences, if you know how you are going to implement, it's easy for you to implement, because you have to convince your business. And if you know knowledge, then you can convince, right? So this is the most important, you have to know. Next, definitely you have to know your landscape. That means AI risk landscape. Everybody talking about now already in, you can see slide there are various type of risk are there, but just you can understand, I'm just trying to draw uh, you know one architecture about gen AI. So this is your AI. Then you have machine learning, and then we have a DL. Actually, deep learning is a subset of ML, machine learning, and machine learning is a subset of AI. And everything together, you can say your copilot, right? Or you can say your Gemini, or maybe you can say your OpenAI chat GPT. Now, you are actually feeding a data, you are collecting data from various sources. Now you can relate because you are a cybersecurity professional. You are aware about a risk. You are aware about the attack surface, right? Now we are collecting data from different resources in your organization. For example, this is a HR CRM application. This is a finance. You can say any billing application. This is maybe you can say the cybersecurity tool. Maybe you have a resource for where you have a cyber. You have some IT infrastructure. Maybe you have a resource 5 where you have a customer data, right? Now you are collecting data for different sources and you are storing is cold storage, or you can say on cloud, for example, S3 bucket. You can't directly actually feed in your AI NM. Okay, just like RAG. Okay, now when you are going to collect, definitely you are going to do pre-processing activity, data cleaning activity in simple word. Now, when you are going to do, because if you see here, you have a different controls, we have a different ownership, different types of data, you have a correct classification of data. Maybe you can say here top secret or sensitive information. Here you can say you have a confidential information. Here maybe you can say your public information. Here you can say you have a sensitive information. Different classification level, different you can say honor, different custodian as well. And according to you can say classification, you have a suitable control. You have already implemented. Now you are actually storing. Now when you are doing pre-processing activity, you can say more than 300 TB data you have already collected. Now you want to do pre-processing activity, cleaning activity. You can't do manual. So you have used some tools and that tools actually help you to perform activity. Now who is going to use? Maybe data scientist is going to use. Just think like this. Cleaning activity happen and I will let you know where you can actually learn all these things. Then you got your clean data, that means ready for train the model. That means training data you got, right? Now after training data, you are going to put your data in vector database. You know that your system always understand the number, not understand character. So if you are thinking we are writing, in chat GPT, writing a prompt, we are getting output. So directly, no, that transformer, right? So we have a vector database and which a vector database, your all training data converted in number and that vector database connect with your ML or you are going to feed directly from here and train your model as a number. Okay. Now you are a user. Let's go. You are a user. You are using this, you can say AI application. Now you are writing a prompt. Every day you are writing, you can relate it, and you are getting output. Maybe some organization, as you know that in your organization, they have directly integrated RAG with some database because you know when you'll go in deeper, you will understand what is the RAG and how we are going to do. Everybody talking about, but what condition you can use a RAG? Everywhere, every places you can RAG? No, right? And you are using embedding, which help you to connect and uh, take those you can say embedding, and then they are going to give to your ML, and ML going to understand and providing your out. Now you can see this is your complete architecture. Simple architecture I'm trying to draw. Now, this is not a static architecture. You can see Attacker can target your source where you are collecting a data. Attacker can target your cold storage like your data lake and warehouse where you are storing a data. Because automatically you cannot transfer all these controls here because you have a different classification level, right? You cannot encrypt this data. You can encrypt for timeline, for example. But if you will encrypt, how data scientists going to actually do, their data cleansing activity? This is also one challenge. Now, after cleansing, you can say, you have a quality data which you are going to use to train the model, right? Now, here attacker also can target. You are using vector database, attacker can target this one also. Attacker can target your model itself as well. Attacker can target this tool and steal your information. Attacker can target this database and enter in your vector database as well. So you can see the attack surface. You cannot disable or you can say close your door and window. Already we have discussed, right? Attack surface management. How, where you can do? You don't have a scope to do this. I'm not talking about what application you have integrated with your AI solution. Leave it. When you will start actually connecting dots, then it's very challenging for you to do this, right? And here, because every time you have to retrain your model, otherwise your model will start providing outdated result. That means you have to do maybe every day, maybe you can say every week or every month or every quarter, you have to do. And how you are going to use people, process, and technology to secure. Cybersecurity team will say, yeah, we are able to do, but how you are going to do? How we are going to protect the data? Because here your data governance also involved, your IT governance also involved, cybersecurity governance also involved, your privacy governance also involved, your legal ethics, all governance actually involved. It's not only cybersecurity team responsibility to protect all environment. It's everyone responsibility. So if you don't know your risk landscape, if you don't know about AI, if you don't know the complete infrastructure, how you are going to do? As you know that in cybersecurity already we have discussed before adoption, you have to check our readiness. How you are going to check AI readiness? We are ready to use or not? This is the first question you have to ask, right? And you heard multiple time, right? uh, Everybody talking about initially everybody you can say get excitement, oh, we are going to integrate AI solution, mainly the business. But after sometimes after 6 months they realize, oh, what we are using, we are just able to meet our 25 to 30 or 50% business requirement, and we are paying more, your ROI, right? This is also most important. So before adoption, if you have a knowledge, before you can say business use case intake, if you have a knowledge, you are able to guide to business because ultimately you are going to actually protect the whole environment. Do you have resources? How you are going to do? Now you can see the all attacks here actually applicable in this environment. Everybody talking about agentic AI, right? Now, if you will start adding agentic AI, you can say infrastructure, it's very difficult, for you to manage those attack surface. And everybody actually looking for this. And you cannot say, no, 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 it's not possible. We cannot use. No, it's our requirement. It's our responsibility to convince a business or you can say reduce risk within risk appetite. So risk, how you are going to manage, how you are going to identify all potential risk, what controls, what guardrails we are going to use. Only using ISO 42001, okay, all these controls are there and we are going to use. But you have to know what attacks going to happen. According to this, you can actually do this. Right? So you have to understand AI risk landscape as a leader, as a manager, as a security professional. And when you will understand, when you have a knowledge about AI, you can say complete infrastructure. If you have a knowledge about what is AI, if you have a knowledge about how you are going to enhance or implement effective governance, how you are going to operate or ensure secure AI operation. And definitely, last but not least, how you are going to monitor and audit AI environment. This is also most important. Okay. Now, if you understand landscape, definitely you have to know your leadership role. I'm going because this is a webinar, so just I'm giving a glimpse. In AI security, there are various type of roles are there, right? And some roles already I have actually put. Now I'm just quoting one data. When I was going through one data, it's a old data. Currently, I didn't see such data released by any institution, but it's a 2025 data. I think November, December data. Approx, you can say 14 million job will impact due to AI solution, or you can say AI technology, and already started. Everybody aware about this, right? But because of this technology, approx 13.6 million new job, you can say, will actually come. Now we have a job nowadays, mainly in India. I have seen, and outside as well. In India, you can say all organizations already started hiring AI professionals, AI security leaders. Now, who will going to join? We are going to join. But when we will get opportunity, if we know what is AI and how we are going to secure, because during interview, interviewer or hiring managers are going to ask, okay, you are very good in governance. You are managing, IT governance for last 10 years. Please let me know how you are going to ensure and how you are going to implement AI governance without impacting my innovation. So if you know what is AI and what you can say, what approach you are going to actually adopt, which will not impact your innovation, because AI is all about innovation. If I'm going to actually provide any controls or my governance model, and that model impacting innovation, definitely business is not willing to actually take. So how you are going to do? So everything we'll discuss where you can get all these information. So definitely AI security, a strategist role. If you are a CISO, or maybe you can say deputy CISO, maybe you are a security head or lead, you have to know how you can build, how you are going to develop AI security as a strategist, not like cybersecurity. Definitely, cybersecurity is the most important. Without cybersecurity, definitely AI security is not possible. But you have to know about AI security, right? Then definitely you can, if you are a risk assessor, you can build your knowledge and skill set to become a AI risk assessor. Process is the same, but definitely you have to know how you are going to do this. The governance leader, this is the most important. It's a highly demand. If you remember, just you can recall the whole architecture. If you're working in a small organization, right? Maybe you can say your business leaders or your board will say, okay, you are a CISO, please take it. AI governance also is a part of your job responsibility. But if you're working in a big organization, you have already automated more than 45 percent your operational task. You can say among all functions, not cybersecurity. Nowadays, if you're going for cybersecurity, all tools, all technologies are AI powered solution. But not talking about, I know we are a cybersecurity professional, we can work, we can operate. I'm talking about business. If any business going to onboard or adopt any chatbot, how you are going to protect? How you are going to ensure AI security governance? If you are not able to ensure, definitely it's a risk. It's a huge risk, and maybe attack happen. So we need separate governance team, or we are going to use the same governance team. The big organization, definitely we need a separate governance team, and organizations already started hiring and they are start building their separate team as well. Okay, then definitely we need secure AI architecture. We have a solution architecture. We have a cybersecurity architecture. We have enterprise architecture. So here role also, you have a secure AI architect. So this role, this new role, you have to look into where and how you can enhance your skill set, how you are going to protect a model. Now you can think your organization using more than 100 models. So you need AI models protection lead as well, right? We need a guy responsible for everything if something happen. You cannot say no, CISO, you are everything. CISO is not, you can say, James Bond, do all these things, right? We need a different lead. So definitely this role, data protection is the most important part because data is equal to AI. That means data is a fuel for AI. So how you are going to protect the data? So we need data protection leader. And under data protection leader, definitely you need a team to ensure data security and definitely privacy. Legal team also actually involve how you are going to run your AI operation. That means runtime security operation. Yeah, your AI incident responder, because we have a different width and you can say depth of AI incident. You cannot handle like traditional IT incident. Honestly, I'm saying you cannot handle. If you go and you can just think about data poisoning, you can think about prompt injection attack. You can think about inversion or model theft attack. It's not work like this you can do. Or you can think the best part I'm saying bias output result or data lag, how you are going to handle. We need the skill set, right? Definitely third party risk management. This is the most crucial part. Here you can say when you are going to onboard, if you are a part of TPM team, it's a fine you can do, but you have to have a knowledge how you are going to do. If you don't know end party, definitely it's a difficult for you, right? Compliance and audit leads, already you know that all auditors and big, you can say consultancy firm, they are actually doing audit. They are actually start taking AI powered solution to do audit related tasks. We need AI security awareness champion. We are providing AI security. We are providing security awareness session. But we need AI security champion as well, right? So you have to have a AI knowledge so that you are able to communicate to your workforce. And definitely we need executive advisor as well. So we have a different role. But more than that, you can think, right? We need AI ethics team. You need AI developer. We need AI ML engineer. We need AI scientist, AI data scientist. You can think like this. There are various types of roles are there. So what you need to do? You have to just think. You have to build your skill. You have to choose your interested area and domain where you are very strong and start actually learning and you will get it. Okay. Now, what things available currently? So already I have segregated. You can say in three part. Definitely if you are looking for management layer, like you have to focus in your AI governance. If you're looking to do your practitioner layer, that means your technical task hands-on oversight, then you can look into some technical resources. And if you're looking for assessment like auditor, definitely you have to look into some validation task. So if talking about your these all layers, right? Some certifications or resources are available which actually help you, and definitely it's a huge resources in market, but some reputed or you can say some best content available in these certification, definitely it will help you. The first, if you'll ask me, my choice, the AISM, Advanced AI Security Manager, is a fantastic course, and you will get lots of insight if you are looking for management or security role. I'm not talking about ISO, LI, and LA. Everybody aware about this. You will get control information how you are going to perform audit and how you are going to implement. Right? Everybody aware about it. But you can join where you can learn how to do this. Where you can get how you are going to actually select those controls. Where you will actually get, okay, this is a template, you have to use this. If you are actually choosing any course, you have to ask all these questions, right? Now I'm coming in AISM part because this is the most crucial you have to know. In AISM, you have a three domain actually. You have to know about three domain. Just I'm giving some glimpse so that you are able to get okay why AISM is the most important. So first domain is all about AI governance and program management. That means how you are going to implement effective AI governance, or you are going to actually, you are going to just uh, following the same your traditional security governance or IT governance or corporate governance, right? And if you have effective governance, how you are going to manage with program? Because you know that why we need a governance, because you have some goals and objective. This is not session so that I'm not drawing everybody aware about, right? So if you need some goals and objective, that means organization already set goals and objective. To achieving this, you need a governance. You need AI governance. Now you can think if you're working in ABC organization, and ABC organization a financial institution. Now they are actually business already or board already, board has taken decision. They are going to actually implement AI power application to approving customer loans. Why? Because they want to enhance accuracy and capabilities, and definitely speed. Because without AI powered solution, they are able to, you can say, approve loan every day 50, but they are expecting after this they are going to increase 1,000. No, this is a fantastic idea. Use cases are there, models also ready. They are going to do when you are going to develop your AI development life cycle, right? That part also you have to look into. It's not like SDLC life, almost same, but like two activity has changed: data collection and your TBT activity. That means train, test, and validate. So how you are going to do, what approach you are going to adapt as a security professional, what type of testing we have to focus. As you know that mainly if you get a chance to work with SDLC team developers, you are aware about, if you will not inform, not explain anything, they are not going to follow, right? And if if they will not follow, what happen is a huge vulnerability. And after that, what happen, you are aware about this, all pain with vulnerability management team. So same thing happen here as well. So you have to know. If you don't know, definitely it's a difficult for you. So you have a three domain. The first domain all about AI governance and program management, where you can learn how you can establish AI governance. Now AISM, again, if you're joining any course, you can ask what I'm going to get. You can read a books, right? And you can understand. But how you are going to do AI readiness, assessment, how you can use those frameworks, how I can actually implement AI governance, how can write AI policy. If you're writing AI policy, what AI principle I have to actually integrate, or you can say consider, how I'm going to actually do maturity assessment of our, you can say, AI governance. Already we have discussed CMMI, right? We are talking about NIST cybersecurity framework to do maturity assessment of cybersecurity. But what about AI? Already we have embedded. Already we are actually using. We are using for last 6 months, 1 year. We don't have a governing body. We don't have a, you can say, AI ethics committee. So how you are going to establish? Who is a part of this? How I am going to convince business? Why is it needed? Everything you will learn in AISM. But what you have to have a CSAM or maybe CISSP certification. Then you can go for AISM. So this is one barrier. Okay, domain two is completely risk, AI risk and opportunity management. That means how you are going to manage a risk, what framework you have to use, how you are going to embed AI risk management with, you can say, your enterprise risk management. What type of attacks there, how you are going to manage attack surface. Is not only cyber risk team. Honestly, I'm saying, it's not only you have to focus on cyber risk. There are various type of risk. You know, everybody aware about, and it was a huge discussion. Token consumption. You have to know. You know, there are two, definitely your AI solution based on token, but there are two way to stop your token consumption, and you have to ensure we are not going to use a token is not only what we are getting result. Token have a different way or different thing as well in AI solution. And this is a completely gap. I'm just sharing my experience, and my organization top leaders are talking about token, 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 but they don't know, you can say, the root cause behind token. So if we will focus on root cause, I don't think so. The root cause, I don't think so. We are able to, or we are able to consume all those tokens. Honestly, I'm saying. But you have to know, right? You have to actually know about this. So how you are going to stop. Okay. Then last, AI technology and controls. All types of controls we have to discuss how they are going to impact. Maybe you can say your governance control, maybe you can say your monitoring controls, maybe you can look into your sorry, assessment control, right? Everything is a part of your development controls, part of your AISM. Now, second, we have a AIR, that means advanced AI risk. Now here, no need any certification, you can directly go for this. Okay, here you can actually get all information, but definitely risk focus, right? And if you want to make your career in audit, if you have a CISA or CPA, then you can go for advanced AI audit, right? How you are going to perform audit, not, you can say, audit uh, threat landscape, but you have to also learn how I'm going to use AI solution to perform audit task as well, right? This certification also having three domains. Again, you have to join, you have to ask if anyone able to explain how I'm going to do, what, as an auditor perspective, how I'm going to collect evidences, what controls I have to check, then it's actually best for you. And then you can ask scenario, you can ask case study, you can actually do. If someone is providing, definitely you can actually join and you can actually learn. Definitely ISO 42001 and LA and LAI, everybody aware about. This is also fantastic certification, right? AISM and 42001, if you have done any certification, you can, you are actually 10 years ahead with your peers. Honestly, I'm saying 10 years ahead with peers. Why I'm saying this? I have all three certification, including 42001, LI and LA. And honestly, I'm sharing with you, this certification are helping a lot during discussion. During, you will completely mold, you can completely change business discussion if you have a knowledge about AISM, because AISM combined of all, right? Almost everything. Here you can say audit perspective, one domain is a different domain three, otherwise it's actually same. Both are overlapping approx 70%, 70 to 80%. Okay, so all these things you will get in AISM, and honestly, the duration is not more than 2 months. Within 2 months, you are able to actually get, because you have to, if you are getting all these information, just getting certification will not actually help you. Honestly, I'm saying, you have to ask trainer how we are going to use all these knowledge, and if they are able to explain, I think is the best for your career growth.